viewers to My Zone Active Kids, where we actively invest in your future. My name is Monique Adams and I'm so excited. It's a Monday, which means a brand new week with a brand new theme. But before we get into things, I have a lovely guest over here matching with her blue bean bag, and her name is
Jeanette Tirkan. Hello everybody.
I'm so excited you're back.
Yes, Monique, I'm also excited to be here. What's the theme for this week?
The theme for this week is all about family, and today we're learning about family members. So, Jeannie, are you the only child or do you have brothers and sisters?
I have one brother and one sister. I'm the middle child.
Oh, I wanted to ask. I'm also the middle child.
Oh, we're middle twinsies!
And I have two sisters. Well, we would just like to remind you guys that you can catch us every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday on our My Zone and Zoshi Facebook pages at 9.
Yes, guys,
And you know,
don't forget
innovations. Thank you so much for these comfortable bean bags. As you can see, I'm matching with my bean bag, which is like red, and she's like blue today. I mean, it is Monday. They always say Mondays are like blue. She's feeling blue.
No, I'm not feeling blue in a happy way.
Okay.
Yes.
We just like to thank Innovations for these super fun, cool bean bags. And if you want to rent anything for your party, make sure you send them an email at info@kickstotnam.com. But as you can see, our beautiful family on there, on our little TV. How cute. Wait, before we sing a song, because we need to sing a song, how many kids do you want? Children do you want? Babies do you want? 6? Really?
Is it too much? No, just 2. I'm kidding. 6 is too much. That's a lot.
2. And now it's your turn to
How
ask
much
me.
kids do you want? Do you want kids?
I do. Sometimes I feel like I only want like dogs and I'll be a dog mom. But if I have to have kids one day, hopefully, I would want maximum 6, minimum 4. Just pop little cute Moniques running around. But anyway, guys, sorry for getting into the topic so deeply and forgot you guys for a quick second there. But now we need to sing a song. So since it's family and we all know the so famous song and person Barney and Friends. And he always used to sing the song, you know, I love you, you love me. We're a happy family
with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you.
Don't you? Yeah, you get the drill. So we're going to sing that song. So are you ready, Jenny?
Yes.
Are you ready, friends?
Are you ready?
Friends, get ready. Go drink that honey. You know, train the vocals, warm it up. Because we're going to sing an amazing family song. So get ready. And a 1, and a 2, and a 1, 2, 3.
I love you. You love me, we're a happy family with a great big hug and a kiss from me to you.
Won't you say you love
me too?
Okay, there we go. Okay guys, so now that we finished singing, we need to head over to the 2 coolest people in the whole wide world. And the name is I almost said Zoshi, but Zoshi will be
Zacky and Zoey.
But Zoshi will be with her online classes. So, but now it's Zoey and Zacky. So let's enjoy and let's see what they have to talk about, all about family. Enjoy!
Come on now. Rock crazy good time. Hey. I see your freak like baby. Yeah. Are you up? Are you up? Are you up? Are you up?
Hello, how are you? I'm good, I'm great, I'm great, I'm wonderful. Hooray! Hello, 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 how are you? I'm good, I'm great, I'm wonderful. Hooray! Hi friends, I miss you guys so much. My name is Zacky.
Hi, all my amazing friends. My name is Zoe, and
We are niece and nephew. This week we are learning all about family, and today is all about family members.
Zacky,
What is it, Zoe?
do you know what family members are?
I do. They are all the people that make up your family.
Families are super different, so each family is unique in its own way.
Some families have a mommy.
Other families have a daddy,
Some families have two mommies.
and some families have two daddies
Families can have brothers.
and sisters
Some have grandmas.
and grandpas.
Some have aunts.
They are your mommy or daddy's sister.
Some have uncles.
They are the brother of your mommy or daddy.
You can also have a niece, which is your aunt's and uncle's daughter.
And a nephew that is their son.
Sometimes your mummies and daddies are not together anymore.
Then you might get another mommy or daddy.
And brothers and sisters.
And then they become your step brothers and step sisters and step mommy.
I just love how amazing families are.
Me too.
I think it's time for us to sing a super fun song about families now.
That's right. So get ready, friends. And a 1 and a 2 and a 1, 2, 3. I have family. Brother, sister, you and me. Woo, woo, woo.
I are family.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Brothers, sisters, you and me.
Yeah.
We are family.
Oh yeah, family.
Brothers, sister, cousins, nephews, and nieces.
Brothers, sisters, nephew, cousins, and niece.
And
niece.
I had so much fun learning about family members and the different family members you get. Now it's time for your super fun fact again.
Did you know that word family comes from Latin famulus?
Really? Famulous?
Famulus!
Oh my gosh, I love your facts! Friends, remember that we need to love our families every day. Even though we are all so different, we need to love each other.
But that is it from us today,
Now
friends.
we're saying goodbye? No!
Yes, Zoe.
No!
We will see you again tomorrow.
Okay, we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye!
Bye!
Oh my goodness, Zoe and Zacky always surprises me every time with their fun and interesting and very educational things, man. And I was so jealous. Weren't you jealous?
Why were you jealous,
Because
Monique?
they have so much fun. And I
More
can't,
fun than we
join.
do?
And I can't join. That's why we have the active activity.
That is why we do have the active activity.
Okay, so Jeannie, since you are the special guest in your blue denim suit, will you please do the honors and tell us what's our active activity for today?
So you guys know, if you have any siblings at home and they irritate you and just drives you crazy whenever you're doing something, especially when you're mad, then they feel they want to be, irritating you. Okay, so that's what that is what we're gonna do. I am the older sister. Or who do you want to imitate me? How are we doing this?
Yeah, I can imitate
She's
you.
gonna imitate me. She's
I'm gonna
gonna
be like the baby sister.
irritating baby sister. We all have those. Or an irritating brother. Okay. So, what are we doing?
So, what are we doing?
Let's dance! Let's jump!
Stop!
And why you? Stop it, Monique!
Stop it,
No,
Monique.
Monique.
No, Monique.
No, Monique, you're not
Monique,
funny.
you're not funny.
Monique, come
Monique,
on.
come on.
Grow up, Monique.
Grow up, Monique.
That's the active activity. So much fun.
now I'm like the oldest sister.
Okay, I was reversing the roles now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
You are so annoying.
You are so annoying.
Mom!
Mom!
Mommy Micheline!
Mommy Micheline!
I didn't do that, so she failed, guys. She failed the activity. But you can do this with anyone. If you don't have any brothers and sisters, you can do it with your friends.
With
or
your mother
cousins.
and father.
Yeah, as well. You can mimic your mom or mimic your dad, but no.
They'll spank you. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do
They're
that. That's
grown-ups.
naughty.
Respect your
Yes.
grown-ups. So yeah, I had so much fun. But now we need to head over to the most epic. You know, I'm even losing my words, Jenny.
Genie.
Look what she's doing.
Look what she's doing.
But okay, now we move over to our online lessons with teacher Mutsa. So our preschoolers, pre-primary learners, get ready, get your pens, your paper, and sit comfortably and enjoy lesson 1, week 7 for our pre-primary.
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello everyone and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is family, my family. And before we get into any lessons, my dear friends, we need to sanitize. So let us sing our special sanitizing song. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Yay! Good job, everyone! For today's lesson, we are going to be doing matching pictures and reading. For our first exercise, boys and girls, we are going to turn to page 3. On page 3, you can see that we have a family, but uh-oh, nobody has the right head. Oh, so it's going to be our job to give them the correct heads, all of them. So on one side, we have the heads, and on the other, we have the bodies. So let us do the first ones together. The first head that we can see is of a baby. Everyone, let's cry like a baby. Yeah. Yeah. So this baby is crying. Maybe it's because it does not have its head. So we are going to draw a line from the baby to its head. Which one do you think is the correct body? body? Is it the tall one at the top? Is it the one that is wearing the slippers? How about the one in the orange? What about the one with the small feet wearing a onesie? And what about the mommy? If you said it's the one wearing the onesie with its fingers out, well done! That is the baby. So, please can you draw a line from the baby's head all the way down to the bottom where its body is waiting? Yes, good job. Now I'm sure our baby is not crying anymore. Let's now move to the next body. Now we can see that we have a smiling little girl. The head has a beautiful flower butterfly. So we are going to put the head with the body. Which one do you think it is? Is it the one with the man standing with his hands in his pockets? How about the one wearing pink? What about the one with the orange? And what about the one at the bottom with the pink, who looks like they're very tall? If you guess that the body was not very far and is just across there with the pink dress top, well done! That is the one. So let us draw a beautiful line from our little girl to her body. The next one is a body, or rather a head of a man. You can see that he is also very happy and smiling. So now we need to know which body to use. Are we going to start with the one at the top with the person with their hands in their pockets? Or are we going to go and use the one that is wearing the orange? Or are we going to use the one who is wearing the pink top? If you guess the one that is at the top, well done! That looks like that is the father. So please draw a line from the father's head to its body. The rest, my dear children, you're going to do by yourselves. Make sure that when you are drawing your lines, you take your time. No matter, even if it's very boring, we want our lines to be straight. Good job. Now let us go to the next page, page 4. On page 4, you can actually see now that the family is all together. Yay! Good job, everyone. So we need to first know who is part of this family. Now the little boy that you can see there, his name in a family is brother. Everyone, let's say brother. 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 Well done. He is standing next to someone who's a little bit taller than him but is smiling, and that person in a family is called father. Everyone, let's say father. 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 Good job, everyone. Next to him is a beautiful little girl who's wearing a pink dress top. Now this girl in a family is called a sister. Everyone, let's say sister. 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 Wonderful. And next to the sister, there are two people. The first person that is being carried and is so happy in a family is called a baby. Everyone, let's say baby. 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 Wonderful. Good job. Now the last person is the one carrying the baby. she is the one who takes care of the baby most of the time, this person in a family is called mother. Everyone, let's say mother, mother, mother. Good job! Now for our exercise, they are asking us to circle. Not just circle, but we are going to be circling the words that have the same sound at the end. So, you are going to circle as I read them and find out if they sound the same at the end. The first word that I'm going to read is brother, meaning that the end is er. So we are going to look for the words that have endings. Does brother sound like father at the end? If it does, please circle the word. Well done. Does the word sister have the same sound at the end like brother? If it does, please circle the word. Good job. Does the word mother have the same ending as brother? Well done, everyone! And now we are done with our exercise. So please finish up drawing the lines to the heads of the family members, and I will see you soon after our advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
Dear friends, we have now come to the end of our lesson, and I hope you had so much fun, just like I did. So now that we are done with our lesson, it is important for us to sanitize. So please take your sanitizer, put a little bit in your hand, and let us sing our special sanitizing song. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Good job, everyone! Now we are done. But before we go, I want a special friend to come. I think Sashi's being a little naughty. I have not seen him the whole day. Sashi, what are you up to? Oh, there you are. Did you have fun today? I'm so glad. So, from Sashi and I, we would like to say thank you for joining us today and goodbye.
Follow us on My Zone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zacky. Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF for Every Child, My Zone Online School and Amos Meerkat Syllabus.
Wow, wow. What an amazing lesson with teacher Mutsa. Pre-primary learners, I know you guys enjoy it because Jeannie and I,
That's so much fun.
we had so much fun.
Teacher Mutsa is the best. Her energy is always awesome.
On point
On
on this
point.
Monday. But
Yes.
now it's only the beginning. So now we need to head over to the grade ones. So get ready, grade ones, for
Lesson 1, week 7.
yes, guys. Enjoy.
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, MyZone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello, grade ones, and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa, and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is autumn and revision. And before we get into any lessons, boys and girls, it's very important for us to sing our special sanitizing song. So let us take our sanitizer and sing our song. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Sanitize every day so the germs can stay away. Yay! Good job, everyone! Now we are ready. For today's lesson, we will be doing reading and the number 7 and syllables. For our first exercise today, grade 1s, please can we turn to page 3. On page 3, we are going to be doing vocabulary words. Now, these are words that may or may not be new to us, but we are going to learn them and their meanings and how we can use them when we are writing sentences. Now, it is going to be your job to trace and write the words in the boxes. Let's first read the words. We have the word, repeat after me, sun, sun, wind, wind, cold, cold, warm, warm. So these are our words, and our words are actually words that we use when we're talking about the weather. Now today, we want you to tell us what the weather is. But before you do that, I would like us to discuss or talk about the different types of weather. So the first one that we can see is a sunny day. This is when the sun is out and it's shining and it's bright. Then the next type of weather we can see is partly cloudy. So this is a partly cloudy where we can still see a little bit of the sun, but there are some clouds covering the sun sometimes. And then we have a cloudy day where it is just only clouds. We can't even see the sun. And then we have a windy day where the wind is blowing everywhere and it is even covering the sun. The clouds are covering the sun. We can't see the sun. And then after that, we have a rainy day where our dark clouds bring rain to us. And then after that, we have a snowy day. Now in this country, it doesn't snow, but in other countries, it does. So they also have a snowy day. And then when there is dark clouds and it's raining and there's thunder and lightning, we say that it is a stormy day where the thunder can be heard and the lightning can be seen. And then we have another one that is almost the same as stormy, where it's only thunder. There's no rain, there are dark clouds, but it's only thunder and lightning. So you are going to choose what type of day it is today. I would like you to please look outside, take a good look, and then you are going to complete the sentence that says, today the weather is dash. You have that in your booklet. Let's read the sentence again. Today the weather is dash. So when you are done with that, there is a box for you to draw the type of weather that you can see. For us today, our weather is partly cloudy, which means that there's sun, but there are a few clouds too as well. So we will finish by saying partly cloudy. If you're not sure what to do, you can always ask an adult for help. Remember to draw beautifully and practice your new vocabulary words. I will see you soon after this advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
For our next exercise, boys and girls, let us turn to page 4. On page 4, we are going to be talking about the number 7. Now the number 7 is one that looks easy to draw, but trust me, you still need to practice. So we are going to trace the number 7 and then we're going to write the name of the number. Now make sure that when you're writing the name, you catch all the dots. Every single dot needs to be traced. And when you are done, make sure that now you practice counting 7. Let's take a look at the board where we are going to be practicing counting our 7. Now I have the number 7 and the name 7 on the board. Now I want to practice tracing the number 7. Remember, grade 1s, you need to catch every trace dot or line so that you can get the exact picture or letter or number. So we can start at the red dot, you in your book, me on the board, and we begin by going across from the left going to the right. So we say across, catching all the trace lines, and then down. And now we have traced our first 7. I'd like you to continue tracing from the dot going across and down. And sometimes when you are tracing, you need to say it. when you actually say it, you are helping yourself make it perfect. Now let's do the last one together. You in your book, me on the board. Across and down. Good job, everyone. So that is the number 7. And then now we're going to practice counting the number 7. Here I have 7 basketballs. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 basketballs. So we want to bounce our basketballs. Let's bounce them. Well done. And we're going to bounce them 7 times. Are you ready? Take your hand out as if you're about to bounce your ball. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I almost went past 7, teacher. Now we have some delicious fruits. Yum, 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 yum. And the first fruit you can see are apples. Let's see how many apples we have. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we have 7 apples. Take a bite of your apple. Yum, 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 yum. Now let's see how many bananas we have. Let's start from the bottom of our bananas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 bananas. Take your banana and peel it nicely and take a big bite. Hung. Now we have pears. Let's count how many pears we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 pears. And last but not least, we have strawberries. Let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There were also 7 strawberries. So, which one is your favorite fruit? I want you to tell me next time. Let's go back into our exercise to see what else we need to do. After you have practiced counting, you're going to color 7 leaves. You can see on top we have pictures of leaves and you are going to color only 7. And then below you are going to circle the box that has 7 items. In this case, we have a cute little puppy. So you need to find out which one has 7. And then lastly, you're going to fill in the missing number. Let's count them together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 is missing. So it is your job to complete the number line. Take your time, grade 1s. Make sure you have fun with it. And I will see you soon after our advert break.
Follow us on My Zone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoey and Zacky.
For our last activity today, boys and girls, please can you turn to page 5. Page 5, we are doing syllables. Now, a syllable is when we break down a word so that we find how many parts of it make it a whole word. We are going to read the word in each box and clap the syllables. After that, you're going to color the correct number of syllables in each word. As you can see, we have numbers from 1, 2, and 3. So, we are going to do only a few together. I am going to do the first one with you. The second one actually with you. I think the first one you can do by yourselves. So let's do the second one. With me here, I'm not going to be clapping, but I am going to be using a shaker. So you are going to use your hand and I'll be using my shaker. Remember, we are trying to find out how many syllables are in the word. So we're going to start with the word cupcake. Everyone, let's say cupcake. Cupcake. Very good. Now we're going to take it slow and we're going to clap our hands so that we see how many syllables we have in the word cupcake. So, put your hands up. Very good. And let's clap whilst we say it. Are you ready? Let's go. Cupcake. Again, cupcake. One more time. Cupcake. Very good. So how many times did we clap our hands? Let's try one more time. Cupcake. If you said one, you missed something. If you said three, you're almost close. But if you said two, well done. We clapped our hands twice. So we can make the word cup and then the word cake. So the syllable cup and the syllable cake. When they come together, they make cupcake. Good job. So please can you color the number 2? Let's now go to the next one after that, which is the word butterfly. Everyone, let's say butterfly. 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 Very good. Now that we have said the word, we are going to try and clap to find out how many syllables are in the word butterfly. Hands up. Well done. Let's go. Butterfly. Again. Butterfly. One more time. Butterfly. So, how many times did we clap our hands? Let's try again. Hands up. Butterfly. If you said one, good try, but no. If you said two, almost, but that's not correct. Our answer is 3. So we clapped our hands 3 times because we have butterfly. Let's try again. Butterfly. So you're going to color the box with number 3. The rest of them, I'm sure you can try by yourselves. Read the picture and make sure that you clap your hands. Try to take it slow, grade 1s. And if you're not sure, you can always ask for help. Make sure that when you ask for help, it can be an adult or another friend. You can even make it a game. And I will see you after the advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
We have now come to the end of our lesson And boys and girls, I had so much fun. I hope you did too. Remember, if you are not sure, you can always ask for help. And if you are very sure, you must always practice, practice, practice. Now that we are done, it is time for us to sanitize. So let's take our sanitizer. And instead of singing our special song today, we are going to teach each other how to sanitize. So we're going to go inside, round and round, in between, very good, and on our wrists. Now you are ready. I wonder though, where is Sashi? I want to sing a special goodbye song today. Sashi, come out. We want to sing goodbye. Oh, there you are. Sashi, would you like to sing goodbye to our special friends? Okay. Now this song we always sing when we're saying goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. It's time to say goodbye. Yay! Bye!
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zoshi Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF for Every Child, My Zone Online School, and Amos Meerkat Syllabus.
OMG, oh, she's just back to back giving us flames, giving us fire, giving us lessons. My brain is like, wow. But now, grade 2s, are you ready? Are you ready? Are you sure?
Are you ready?
Because it's your time to shine and to learn amazing things with Teacher Mutsa. So grade 2s, get ready for lesson 1, week
7.
Welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa. Get your education booklet in our daily newspaper, street sales, or at your school every Monday to Thursday for pre-primary up until grade 3. The lessons are for listening or watching online. Inside the newspapers, there is an insert of the lesson booklet. Please cut the top of the lesson booklet with a pair of scissors and fold it for ready to use. But there is more. We are also available on our online platforms, My Zone and Zoshi Facebook pages, and in addition, our website, Zoshi Online. Hello grade 2s and welcome to My Zone Online School. My name is Teacher Mutsa and thank you so much for joining me today. Our theme this week is customs and building materials. But before we get into any lessons, grade 2s, it is important for us to sanitize. Remember, when we are sanitizing, we are showing the world that we are trying to be responsible boys and girls and that we can stay safe from coronavirus. Make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. Well done. For today's lesson, we will be talking about reading, sight words, and sentence construction. For our first exercise today, boys and girls, please can we turn to page 3. On page 3, we are going to be doing a comprehension. And this comprehension is about customs. We are going to read the story 3 times. The first one is to understand what the story is all about. Then the second time is to find our answers. And then the third time is to make sure that we answered the questions correctly. So this story is going to be read the first time. I'd like you to please follow me with your finger. We are going to start at the title where it says Rauna in the kitchen. Rauna in the kitchen. Rauna loves to cook. She looks in a book to see what to cook. What looks good to cook? Asks Rauna. Rauna wants meat to eat. Meat is a tasty treat to eat, she says. But Rauna has no meat in the little hut. She takes a seat to sit and think. There is no meat to eat, but there are beans in a basket. There is rice in a bucket. There are fat mopane worms in a tin. Rauna looks happy. There is no meat to eat in my hut, but I have beans and rice and mopane worms. I will still have a tasty treat to eat. Wow, that sounds like a beautiful story, boys and girls, and I'm sure Rauna is going to have a delicious meal. So now that we have read our comprehension the first time, let's take a look at the questions that come with the comprehension. The first one we are going to read, and every question we will read twice. The first one says, the child's name in the story is dash. The child's name in the story is dash. The second one says, what does she love to do? What does she love to do? Number 3 says, oops, there was a problem in Rauna's kitchen. Can you say what it is? Oops, there was a problem in Rauna's kitchen. Can you say what it is? The fourth one says, write all the food names mentioned in the story here. Write all the food names mentioned in the story here. So now that we have read our questions and we know what we are looking for now, let's go back and read it a second time. We will start at the heading which says Rauna in the kitchen. Rauna loves to cook. She looks in a book to see what to cook. What looks good to cook? She asks Rauna. Rauna wants meat to eat. Meat is a tasty treat to eat, she says. But Rauna has no meat in the little hut. She takes a seat to sit and think. There is no meat to eat, but there are beans in a basket. There is rice in a bucket. There are fat mopane worms in a tin. Ravuna looks happy. There is no meat to eat in my hut, but I have beans and rice and mopane worms. I will still have a tasty treat to eat. So this is the story that you are going to find your answers for from the questions. Please take your time, read each question again and again to make sure that your answers will be correct. And then when you are done with the whole exercise, boys and girls, I would like you to please read the story a third time. So take your time. This is not something I want you to rush, and be careful with all your spellings. Now let us go to page 4. On page 4, we are going to be doing our vowel sounds. Now, we are not just doing our vowel sounds, but we will also be filling them in at the blank spaces. So we have pictures that we can see. The first one is a dog. Well done. And we have a pen. Good job. So let's first look at our vowel sounds before we start filling in. So we have 5 vowel sounds, and the first one is ah. Ah. Everyone, let's say ah. Ah. The next one that we have is an A. A. Everyone, let's say A. A. Very good. Then the next vowel sound we have is E. E. Everyone, let's say E. E. Good job. Then the next vowel sound we have is O. O. Everyone, let's say O. O. Good job. And the last vowel sound we have is ah. Ah. Everyone, let's say ah. Ah. Well done. So you are going to use our vowel sounds to complete the word. Use the pictures for your clues. After you are done with your exercise, please check that everything is correct. So I'm going to leave you to continue, and I will see you just now after our advert break.
Do you have children in the age range of 5 to 6 years and want to participate in our school booklet program? Please contact us on 081 74 3759 and we will put you on our distribution list for the attention of pre-primary schools. Topics include family, summer, culture, traditions and houses, transport and communications, occupations, autumn and more. We distribute countrywide in over 7 different languages.
For our next exercise, boys and girls, let's turn to page 5. On page 5, we are going to be doing some sums, and we are going to be both adding and subtracting. With these ones, boys and girls, you are not going to be using your counters. Yes, no counters at all. So my job is to remind you that you are either going to be adding which means to be plussing, or taking away, which means minusing. For example, number 1 or the first one says 10 minus 2, which means whatever answer you get, you need to make sure it's small. And then for one like 5 plus 3, that means whatever answer you get, you need to make sure that it is the biggest number there. So have fun with these ones, try very hard not to use your counters, and let's move on to the bottom of our exercise. Now the bottom of our exercise, we are going to be building with the number 13. Now as you can see, on one side we have our bricks that have the numbers, but on the other side we don't know what the number is. Remember, when we are doing these ones, the sum is what is important, and that is to find out what we can use to get up to 13. So in order for us to find out what is on the other side, we are not going to be adding but subtracting from the number 13. Let's take a look at the board. Now here I've only done 2 of the bricks with you. We have our 13 on top, and then we have brick number 5, which we need to find out how many we need here to make 13. So I have said 13 take away 5. So it's our job now to find out what this brick would have been. So I'm going to start by drawing 13 circles. Let's count together as I draw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So now I have drawn my 13 circles, and I am going to take away 5 of them. So let us count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now to find out what this brick is meant to be, I need to count the rest of the circles, and that would be my answer. So let us count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that means this brick is actually 8. So if I have 8 bricks here and 5 bricks there, they will come up to the number 13. Now let's try the other one, which says 13 take away 1. So we have to first draw our 13 blocks or circles. Or because this is just one number, we need to count backwards from the number 13. So if we have 13 and we're counting backwards, which means the number in front of 13, what is the number in front of 13? Because that would be our 1. If you said the number in front of 13 is 12, good job! So we are going to write our number 12 here. And then we are going to write our 12 in the block. So that means 12 bricks here plus 1 brick there will equal 13. And this one means that 8 bricks here plus 5 bricks there equal 13. Let me just write my number 8. Good job. So you can do this for the rest of them. You can either use the drawing one where you draw everything, or you can use counters, you can use fingers, or you can use your number line. Anything that will get you to your answer. Take your time with everything, and I'll see you soon after this advert break.
Follow us on My Zone Facebook Active Kids to watch your daily lesson and other fun activities with Zoe and Zacky.
We have now come to the end of our lessons, grade 2s, and I had so much fun. I want to encourage you to please try and do all the exercises by yourself. But if you are not able to, it's okay to ask for help. Now that we are done, we must sanitize. Now remember, there are all sorts of ways we can stay safe from coronavirus. We can practice good social distancing, we can wear a mask when we are in public, and we can even use soap and water to clean our hands. So make sure your hands are dry before you touch anything else. I want to go outside and play with Zacky today because it's such a lovely day outside. Zacky, I'm done with my lesson. Where are you? Oh, there you are, Zacky. So, from Zacky and I, we would like to say thank you so much for joining us today and goodbye!
Our online school will help you along the way. Find us at www.zoshi.online and download the booklet. Follow us on Facebook to never miss a video. Subscribe to our Zacky Telegram channel if you want to receive daily updates. Proudly sponsored by Ministry of Education, Arts and Culture, Namibian Community Trust, UNICEF for Every Child, My Zone Online School, and Amos Meerkat Syllabus.
You know, I have a feeling that it's like over, but it's not, hey?
You know, it's never over. There's always more.
Are
More
you
to
sure?
come.
There's more.
There's more
lessons?
tomorrow. More lessons tomorrow.
Tomorrow. No, I'm talking about today.
You know, too much of a good thing, Monique. Too much of a good thing. We have to wait. I know you love learning, but today our brains, it's done. We have learned so much stuff. We need to rest, to remember everything we learned, to meditate on the knowledge.
Okay, I get your drift. It's fine.
Definitely.
I will work on me just, relaxing, because once I start learning, I just want to go on and on and on and on and on and on.
I hope you guys are as enthusiastic about learning as Monique is.
They are. They are. But now, guys, it has come to that point where we need to love and leave you. I know it's the worst part for me. As you can always tell, when we end off with grade 3's lessons, I'm always like, is there more? Is there grade 4's? Is there grade 5's? I just want to go on. But all good things must come to an end. You don't get candy every day. So we need to love and leave you. So from myself, Monique Adams, and
from myself, Jeanette Diergaard.
it's a goodbye.